Hey there. Welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time. As you know, on this channel, we talk about how in life it's not only me and it's not only you, but life's ups and downs are universal. And when we're going through difficult times, we can find strength, we can get encouraged, and we can have compassion on ourselves. And when we're going through sweet, joyous times, we can be present in those wonderful moments. So, today I wanted to talk about fear. I wanted to talk about fear because fear can be very crippling. And there was a quote that I read today, and it said, "It's what you do the moment you feel the fear that makes the difference." When we feel fear, we can either, as is known with the fight or the flight, right? But in our mind, um, it's not as tactical, or as it's not as real as actually choosing to, combat, fight, or flight, like flee from a situation. But we can have that same experience in our mind, where something is fearful. Somebody called upon me. Somebody is making me feel intimidated. Someone is judging me. Um, Whatever the situation is that causes the fear to arise or to emerge, you then have a decision in that moment. You can choose to fight those thoughts, or you can choose to take flight from those thoughts, or not address them and cower down, whatever it is that you do. But I encourage you to, if those thoughts are discouraging to you, I encourage you to fight those thoughts. If those thoughts are, if your typical response is flight or succumb to them, that could be the synonymous for flight in this situation of mental fear that presents itself in our mental space first. If that's the case, then I encourage you to fight those thoughts and think about how that's not true. And if there is a past experience where you feel is validating why you would say that to yourself or allow that thought to pop into your head, take a moment to really evaluate if that's the case. Are you truly what you think this person's, saying about you, or how they're judging you? Is that really the case? Is that the truth? Those moments, how in that quote it says, what you do the moment you feel the fear, that is what makes the difference. When you feel the fear rising up, what do you do? What do you do when you feel that fear rising up? Does your breathing speed up? Do you start to perspire? Do you um allow it to keep growing and growing and growing inside of you until it feels like you're about to have a panic attack, until it feels like you're just so anxious that you're almost unable to contain yourself or control yourself? What do you do? And if it's the same thing and it pans out the same way, why don't you do something different? Why don't you consider doing something different? In that moment when the fear presents itself, that is an opportunity. Tell yourself that this is my opportunity. What am I going to do? Many times we dismiss things. We dismiss it. It's just like, oh yeah, that's what I do when X, Y, and Z happens, or that's what I do in such and such case. But why don't you do something different? I feel fear arising in me right now. Be present. This is an opportunity. What am I going to do? I'm going to shut this down. No, I'm not going to be afraid. Or, no, I'm not going to be anxious right now. Why am I being anxious? Why am I being anxious right now? You can ask yourself that. What's the reason for this anxiety that's creeping up inside of me? Combat it. Fight. I'm not going to let it ruin my day. Or I'm not going to believe it. That whatever the thought is, I'm not going to believe it. I'm not going to let it, whatever. You have the ability to fight in that moment for yourself, for whatever you're working on, for whatever you want to work on, whatever you want to become. You have that moment. So I just want to say thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. You can like this video, share this video, comment below, give it a thumbs up, which is liking. And check the description box down below. I usually put different forms and templates and journal prompts and things to just encourage you along your journey to being a better you. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm sure you're here for, to be a better version of yourself tomorrow, starting today. So thank you so much for watching. Again, please subscribe. If you got anything, if you're enjoying this, definitely subscribe. Let me know in the comments. I really do. I love reading the comments that I've gotten. I'll put a couple of them up, actually. I think you can see some of the comments I've gotten that have really encouraged me. But thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.